How much of your business do they make up?
How much new business do they make?
Just new business of people that come in.
We sell a lot of them a year. I wish I had a number for you. I'm going to guess around maybe 300 a year or so, just in the new. And then we can't keep used until this time of the year. We have maybe a handful of used ones right now. But we sell a lot of scooters.
People want them. They need them.
Yeah, it used to be if an adult was caught on one, it was like they were shamed because they were in trouble. Now you have people buying them for recreation, just for better economy on the fuel. There are multiple reasons. It's not just kids anymore.
And when did that changeover start to happen? When you started to see?
When we first had our big hike in fuel, I think. About a year and a half ago, I started seeing people more and more conscious of the money they're spending on fuel, and they started converting into scooters, and it's been a good thing.
And the people that need them, who have gotten in trouble, do they tell you their stories at all? Do they come in and kind of, you don't have to name names, but they tell you what's going on?
Here's the thing. People are judged instantly by, oh, they're abusing drugs or alcohol. And that's not true. Driving is suspended as a privilege taken away for not paying something or whatever. There's all kinds of little things, maybe not having insurance. So necessarily the person on that scooter is not necessarily alcoholic or whatnot.
You believe that there's that stigma out there, that it's unfair.
It used to be. More and more, like you see people all the time on them. We have customers come in that ride Harleys, that buy scooters because, hey, they're fun. They were in Florida, they rented them. Say, hey, I want to get some for around town. They're neat. It just seems to be an enjoyment to a lot more. In our culture, it used to be just we think of it as kids riding them, and then the adults are getting into them. But other cultures where overseas and stuff, the adults are the main riders, and that's their main mode of transportation.
Now, under the current law, what's the process like? I walk in, I want to buy a moped. What do I need?
Well, actually, not much at all under the current law. You can come in and purchase the moped and drive away. It's obviously need to be of age, and other than that, there's really nothing that keeps you from buying a moped at all.
So if I got $1,195 cash, I can walk away with that thing right now?
You can walk away with that, and the state doesn't restrict you any way, shape, or form to drive it.
Now, what do you think about that, the way it is right now? No insurance, no title. How do you feel about that?
I see a lot of people concerned because sometimes there are accidents and then no one's there to cover it. That's obviously a concern. I think the fact that they're going to plate them is going to cut down on theft and hit and runs and things of that nature. I think that protects the consumer. It protects, well, let's face it, we have to title our cars, we have to plate our cars. I think it's, we know, the officer knows what car it is by the plate number, and they will with the scooter, which is really going to cut down on theft. I think that's important.
Do you think that they should have done this earlier? They should have come up with a better way to do this?
I think it's always been a thing that's just kind of been up in the air, and now that the scooters have just grown and grown and grown to become more and more of a seller. I think they were forced by the growth. Our roads change by the growth of Lafayette alone. We're starting to get turnabouts or whatever, the roundabouts and things like that. I think scooter's just part of that growth.